Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons in context to the absolutely fantastic House of the Dragon. And we're going to talk about season 2, episode 5, which is the latest episode. And I wanted to talk about House of the Dragon and Gary Gygax's true name concept and how important it is. And so let's get into this, but spoilers for all of House of the Dragon and all of Game of Thrones here. All right, so Alicent. So Alicent is the Queen Dowager. She is the mother of the king, right? And right now, the king has been literally baked like a muffin in an oven, and he's not dead, but he sure as heck isn't quite alive, right? He's kind of like almost like President Biden, right? Like kind of there, but you're like not really there. And literally just like President Biden, you know, her son, who was baked on his dragon by her other son, right? And literally baked in his armor, right? Like a hot dog, you know, covered in tinfoil and then just roasted, you know, like, and then the tinfoil kind of roasts it harder. He's messed up, right? And the Maesters did everything they can, but at this point, he can't speak. He's like alive, but not coherent and very feeble, exactly like President Biden, right? So, and I think this was on purpose. I think 100% this was on purpose. Like the king baked in his own armor was specifically a political statement, in my humble opinion, right? But Alicent is very strong and capable, right? And so her son Aemon is about the one eye. He has one eye, right? He actually has one of his eyes is slashed. He has two eyes, one slashed, and it might be gone. I guess it is gone from his socket, right? And he just he don't wear he don't, yeah, he is, yeah. That dude is baller, man. The guy who rides Dracarys, woo. Yeah, he is. Oh, and the other son's name is Aegon. So, yeah, it is incredible, right? Yeah, and so basically, Alicent sees this moment where she can become the king. She can become the regent, right? The person who rules instead of the king. And so, Aemon, the one-eyed rider of Dracarys, everybody goes around there like Aemon should be the guy, and she's like, hey, this is a bad idea. Aemon should not be the guy. And the reason why is one, he's got to use his dragon in the war, so he isn't going to be here to lead. And then two, he's very young, he doesn't have the experience, right? Well, everybody goes around, and even her lover, the knight Cole, is like, yeah, it should be Aemon. And the reason why is he can't be led by a woman. Incredibly gendered, really bad. So Alicent goes to Cole and she's like, hey, we're being intimate. I was expecting that our intimacy at minimum would mean you would be loyal to me, but you haven't been, right? And he's like, well, and then he mumbles some junk. He's such a weak character, and he should have supported her, in my humble opinion, right? And she could have had a Lorraine Williams moment. Alicent could have been the Lorraine Williams, right? And I do think Alicent would have been the better leader. And the reason why is I do think Aemon could have been king, but he's got Dracarys. Dracarys is an incredibly deadly weapon on the field, right? It's the most deadly weapon in all the kingdoms, right? Like, it is the most dangerous weapon. And in House of Dragons, the dragons are like nukes, right? Like, they're just like reusable nukes. It's incredible, right? And so, and the reality is he's going to have to be on the field. He's literally not going to be able to govern because he's going to be flying everywhere, and he can't govern from the back of a dragon. So Alicent would have been the right thing. But there was this incredible line, and this is why we're talking today, right? So Cole, mumbles some, weak nonsense and betrays her. And she's just like, hey, you betrayed me. We're going to talk about this, right? We're going to talk about your betrayal. And I really love her strength. She's like, hey, make sure you understand this is it. You and me are enemies now, right? Like, because I'm sick of your crap, right? Like, and so it was really good, right? And then, and he says, and he's her lover, or he was 5 minutes ago, right? And so he says, Alicent, this is just what I had to do. And she's like, and she says to him, I did not give you leave to speak my name. I was like, whoa, true name, baby, true name. So this is why I love Dungeons & Dragons so much. True name, I cannot impress on you enough. We live by true name, okay? Names are incredibly important. Don't ever let anybody nickname you. Don't ever let anybody, if your name is Robert, people call you Robert. Nobody calls you Bob, right? True name is incredibly important, right? Your name is a sign of respect, and you demand it from everyone you come across. It's never whatever, right? And if that's the case, if you understand how Gary set about true name and what true name really means, it is a principle for life. It is a secular principle, but it is wisdom. I recognize it as wisdom in my humble opinion. True name is incredibly important, right? And the reality, and that's another reason why when people roll up on here with these coward shadow accounts, I'm like, I didn't give you leave to speak my name. You want to have a conversation with me, you roll up with your own name. Who are you? Sir Cole, right? Or right now, you ain't nothing but a coward on a shadow account. I didn't give you leave to speak my name. Or like, and so this is important, like make sure people are saying your name correctly every time, giving you full respect on your name. Put some respect on that name. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.